So today we're going to talk about how relationships build revenue. I'm here with Daenerys and Jen. They are the founders of Visionary Collective, which is a really awesome networking group that I found out about a year ago when I met Jen. And a lot's come of it since I've met them. So I just want to talk to you guys about networking and about content creation, because I know outside of the networking side of things, you've been putting out a lot of really awesome content. And I'm curious what's motivated you to do that and all of that.
Well, what's always motivated me is people and impact and helping people. I always, from a young age, always wanted to figure out a way to serve people. And now we get to do that through community. Community is so important. And just finding more ways to bring people together, but most importantly, business owners, because they can feel very isolated. And we found a way that makes sense to serve and support others.
Was there a particular moment since you've launched Visionary Collective that you felt like this is different, or we're doing something that's outside of the box, or we're doing something that's genuinely gaining traction?
100%. We felt it before we launched Visionary Collective. We knew that the people we were surrounding ourselves with were different. And I can't even explain it, but there's something special about the people that we've been gravitated to and have gravitated to us. And since we felt it prior, we wanted to find a way to bring those people together in a curated way that makes sense of putting the right people in the right rooms, as we like to put it.
Daenerys, how do you feel about, the evolution of Visionary Collective since you've launched it?
I am definitely excited for the future of it and excited for what we're doing now. And just as soon as you step into the room, you see the difference, even with the members, that it's about connection. It's about, building something together with other business owners. It's not just handing out business cards or anything like that. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for it.
What is a relationship or an introduction that's come about VC where you felt like this is really working?
There's honestly too many to count. I can think of Dr. Ashley. Dr. Ashley has been impactful inside of Visionary Collective, and she's just been a resource to many, as also being not only a physical therapist, but a coach. And she has a particular product or modality that she uses, which is called the Atlas Prophylax. And it's helped a lot of people, even in our group, with back pain, neck pain, migraines, you name it. I think so many of us have gone to her and have felt so much relief just based on that one product. It's actually helped us function better as business owners. Health is number one. And I just think of her immediately. A lot of people are attracted to the work in which she does and the person in which she is and exudes. And so we're just excited about all the relationships that come together, even with Daenerys and all of the people in which she's helped with their websites, their logos, their branding and design. And, another one that really stands out to me is actually, in fact, you, Greg, and the fact that you came to just a few meetings and you got to meet with another guest that it was just one time that he came to visit, Hugo, as a matter of fact. Maybe you want to share a little bit more on that.
Yeah, so that was the moment to click for me that this is a powerful group, because you mentioned Ashley, who's a doctor, but that last meeting, I was sitting between two doctors. So I knew there was people that are on the right track, but also, yeah, I met Hugo, who is a liaison of New Jersey Land Improvement Contractors of America, and I work a lot with contractors, so I saw that synergy. So I connected with Hugo, went to an NJ Leica meeting. I met a company called Auto Action Technologies. They became a client. And then actually, as of this morning, you don't know this, but I got in contact with another NJ Leica member who signed today. So because of that coffee meeting, I'm looking at 6 figures in business. So that is remarkable. And it's just the power of being in the right room with the right people can yield not only good relationships, but a significant amount of money for your business.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, just to hear that again, gives me the chills.
I feel like a lot of people, and I'm guilty of this too, when I first started networking 3 or 4 years ago, they walk into a networking event or a meeting with the mindset of ooh, how can I get clients, right? It's all about that bottom line. What do you think people that network successfully, what do you think their mindset is, or what are they doing differently to actually achieve something and get something out of this?
I break it down into 3 areas, actually. We call it the CRC. Connect, refer, and collaborate. And that is the basis of how we've built Visionary Collective. We come in with the thought process, and we've gone into many other rooms, and we look to go into other rooms or invite other people into our rooms that want to connect, want to refer, and collaborate. But most importantly is the fact that people are coming in genuinely wanting to build relationships and help one another. It's not about what you can get. You have to come in with a mentality. Now, you don't have to do anything, but we believe those that come in with the mentality of how can I serve? How can I add value before I can get business? That's who's going to win here. And we've seen it time and time again. So we connect with people so that we can appropriately refer them. And then we find each other working with one another in collaboration.
I feel like that's almost, people can almost smell it when you're coming in and it's obvious that you're only interested in the bottom line. Like, of course, we all want more business. That is an underlying reason for networking, but there's so much more to it. And just from being a part of VC and BNI and a handful of other groups, like I've built relationships and friendships, and I have a new business partner now that I met through networking. And it's like, you just never know where this is going to take you, but you got to be there to let it take you, you know?
100%. It's showing up. And I say that over and over again. And I know that gets, played out from time to time. Recently I spoke in a room of about 60 heart-led entrepreneurs. And I asked them, I go, so when's the last time you networked? And some people, 12 of them, raised their hand. They said, in the past month. I go, can you keep your hands raised for those of you who went back since then? Guess how many people had their hands raised?
20%?
One.
Yeah.
One out of the 12 that said, yes, I've been out there. I've been networking. I go to events. But do you go back? Do you continuously keep showing up? Because that is kind of your referral edge, so to speak, is can you be trusted? Can you keep showing up? And are you someone can rely on?
Yep. If they don't see that immediate ROI, a lot of people just give up after the first networking event, but you got to keep coming back.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's awesome. So just to kind of turn the conversation more towards the content creation side of things, since we've connected on social media, since we've met, I've been following your stuff, and I like what you're doing with your content, but I also admire that you're doing it and you're fairly consistent. So why do you think it's important to document this journey, and what's motivating you to keep doing it?
We want other people to see that there are great, genuine people that could be in their corner. And just once, twice a week, we just make it part of the process to put out something to the world so they can see that there is other entrepreneurs supporting one another. And we do it a little differently, I believe, because it's not focused on D and I as the co-founders. It's focused on the people that are inside of VC that make this. So we're trying our best to make content that is based around the members and the other business owners, so others have a chance to connect with people outside of their network. I always like to say, it's not just about connecting with me to do business with me. It's about the 100 people that I know. It's about the 100 people that Greg knows and the 100 that Daenerys knows. And the only way to do that is by putting something together that brings more business to you, but also brings to light that you don't have to do this alone.
Do you think that people underestimate the amount of trust that you can build with an audience or with a viewer before they ever meet you by putting out content online?
Yes, absolutely. And here's how I explain it, because I also come from a coaching background. So, a lot of coaching clients ask me, hey, how important is it for me to put myself out on social media? And I say it's just as important as being in person with your potential clients. It's twofold. They work in tandem, as I like to say. It's you meet someone in person, but then they want to know, for example, Greg, is Greg the real deal? Let me go check him out online. Let me see what he's doing. Does he mean what he says? Is he really helping other businesses? Is he really being that videographer as he's saying he's being? And the answer is absolutely you are, because I get to follow you every single day, every single week. And that is what's kind of really solidified my trust for you. It's actually grown. And that's what happens, is it grows throughout time when you show up online and in person.
Yeah, I'm at the point now where when I'm at a networking event, of course I'll give my business card, but a lot of times I'll try to get them to follow me on Instagram, because I know there's a lot more value in them seeing my content every day than, just taking my business card, because content just has these amazing properties where you're constantly nurturing people with what you're up to and the value you can bring and things like that.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I'm glad you keep showing up, because we get to see different sides of you that we don't get to see when you show up to VC, when you show up to your local BNIs.
I guess, Daenerys, do you have any feelings on content in general? Like, what do you think about if you have a business putting out content? Like, do you have any feelings towards that? Like, do you see value in it?
I do, definitely. We all need exposure, and just like how we get together in person, for myself, like going to network of meetings on a consistent basis, they see that I'm showing up, and that's what that's all about. Just taking social media and applying those same rules. You're showing up, you're showing your face, you're not hiding behind anything. You're telling people and plus you're sharing your work, you know, just like for you and I being in the creatives, we're sharing our work and showing how we're growing as, you know, leaders in our industry. So definitely showing it. And for me, as a learning the origin stories from businesses, just learning more behind the scenes of their business, it's always exciting. And I feel like people want to know those steps that you're taking throughout your journey, and being able to share it with them openly, you know, showing yourself to them, that's something that your community will love.
So for business owners that keep saying to themselves, I need to be putting out content, but I don't know where to start. I mean, you guys started, right? So what would you tell a business owner that knows content is extremely important? They know they need to be doing it, but don't necessarily know how, or just lack the motivation to do it or whatever. What would you say to motivate them to start creating content?
Think about what you enjoy doing. Think about what you like. We all got into the line of work that we're doing because there is something that led us there. And we have ideas every single day. If you're a business owner, you kind of already come with your own creation, your own grit, your own heart for what you do. And so I always encourage other business owners, just write down some ideas. They're gonna flow to you, but don't just say, oh, they're all up in here. You need to put them down. Write them in your notes app. Get them down. And my favorite thing to do, to be honest, Greg, to speed up this process, is I just take it right to Claude. I just say, hey, Claude, I'm thinking about this right now. How do we put this in a way that I can share it with other business owners? You know me, you know my niche. Can we just bring this thought to life so I can make a 30-second reel out of it?
I guess my last question for you guys, or the last thing I want to talk about, is if a business or a business owner were to start putting out content and have a legitimate strategy, not just throw it at the wall and see if it sticks, but if they're speaking to the right audiences on the right platforms with the right messaging, what do you think their business would look like 12 months from now had they actually moved forward and did this? Like, do you see like positive trajectory for any company of any background putting out content, Reggie?
Yeah, if you have a solid strategy, it's going to skyrocket. It's going to actually serve you in more ways. Just as networking will, so will social media. It's a twofold game to me, and I truly believe in that. I think they would be shocked to see what their business looks like and all their new happy clients working with them because they decided to just stay steady and consistent.
The authority you build from putting out content regularly. I mean, when you start showing up all the time, people just associate you as an expert. And there's like benefits to it, tangible and intangible. Like even for me, I've noticed my sales cycles are shorter, and it's just less friction now. And I can't quite put my finger. I mean, I know it. I can put my finger on it, but there's no like direct ROI to it, other than the fact that I can feel it. So it's almost like ethereal in a way. Just by putting out content regularly, it really does have a huge impact on your business and on everything else going on around it.
I agree, and I think you both of us have tons of testimonies on that. And you just keep showing up there as you would in person, and it's a twofold. And you're right, it does speed up the process, because recently that also happened to me on LinkedIn. Someone saw something I did, and lo and behold, long story short, he is now a VC member because what he saw, what he heard, it was the same thing that he saw in person.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Visionary Collective is an awesome group. It's been a big boon to my business. I've met some amazing people. And if you're in the New Jersey area, I highly recommend you check them out. Or I know you guys do Zoom calls now too, right? You do things virtually as well, so.
We are also available on VC Online, which is connected to the school platform. You can find us by looking up VC Online, and anyone in the world can be a part of our network now. Although we are very curated when it comes to in-person events, you do have the ability to apply and see if this is the right kind of group and community that you'd like to partake in for your business and for, sharing what it is that you do and potentially connecting, referring, and collaborating with more business owners that are like-minded.
And what are the deets? The website, the social, let everybody know.
So our Instagram is vc.mastermind. Our website is being built by Daenerys, and you'll be able to find us under wearevisionarycollective.com.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for speaking with me. If you like this conversation, I'm looking forward to speaking with more clients and collaborators. Follow the channel, subscribe, and thanks for watching.